morning children. How are you children? I hope you all fine. I'm Amlit Helen from the Department of Science. I'm going to take botany for you. Okay children? Right. You all have an idea about the environment, isn't it mom? Environment is nothing but surrounding. Our surrounding consists of two important components. They are living and non-living, isn't it? Living and non-living. These two components are found in the environment. These living components are said to be the biotic components. Okay, living things are biotic and non-living things are abiotic components. So, things found in the environment are broadly categorized into two, biotic and abiotic components. Biotic means living components, abiotic means non-living components. Okay, this biotic things are again categorized into two. They are plants and animals. These two are living, isn't it? So they are biotic components, plants and animals. These plants are termed as flora. Flora. Animals are termed as fauna. Okay. Plants are termed as flora and animals are termed as fauna. So these two, flora and fauna, are together termed as biotic components. Abiotic component, abio means non-living. Abiotic components are, for example, soil, air, water, sunlight. These are all abiotic components. Okay, these two are the main two. These two components are mainly found in the environment. Now, this flora are said to be plants, fauna are said to be the animals. You must know the parts of a plant. Okay, so plant, one of the important branch in botany. Botany is the study of plants, isn't it? One of the botany is the branch of science which deals with the study of plants. You must know the structure of a plant. Okay, so the external structure of plant body is termed as plant morphology. Okay, plant morphology. What is plant morphology? Study of in external structure, okay, or like this is external appearance. Now, this is a plant, isn't it? If you take any plant, every plant consists of two important systems. The root system, this is root system and this is the shoot system. So, root system always grows below the soil level and the shoot system which grows above the soil level. So, the parts of the plant body which grows above the soil level is termed as shoot system and part of a plant which grows below the soil level is termed as root system. Okay, so this is the external structure. So, external structure of a plant is said to be plant morphology. Okay, now this the root system always grows below the soil level. So it grows towards the gravity. So it is termed as, it is root system is always grows towards gravity. So it is positively geotrophic. Okay, positively geotrophic, and the root system grows against sunlight. So it is negatively phototrophic. Okay, root system is positively geotrophic and negatively phototrophic. What about shoot system? Shoot system always grows towards sunlight. Always grows towards sunlight. So it is positively phototrophic and grow against gravity. So it is negatively geotrophic. Okay. What about shoot system? So there are two parts of the important, each and every plants have two important systems. Shoot system and root system. Okay, this shoot system is positively phototrophic. Photo means light. It always grows towards the light. Shoot system is positively phototrophic and which grows against sunlight. So it is negatively geotrophic. Geotropic, isn't it? Now, this root system always grows below the soil level, so it grows towards gravity. So it is positively geotropic, and it is negatively phototropic. Okay. Now, this shoot system consists of leaves, flowers, fruits, branches, etc. Isn't it? Now, the root system consists of primary root, secondary root, tertiary root. What is primary root? The first formed root is primary root. From the primary root, these roots are the secondary roots. Roots which arise from the primary root are called secondary roots. Then from the secondary roots, small tertiary roots are arise. Okay, this is plant morphology, or this is the external structure of a plant. Now, you must know what's the branch which deals with the internal structure. That is plant anatomy. Okay, the plant anatomy. So, plant morphology is the study of external structure of plant. Next, about plant anatomy. Plant anatomy is the study of internal structure of plant. Okay, just to note down what is plant anatomy. Plant anatomy is the study of internal structure of plants. Okay, so internal structure of plants. Define plant anatomy. Plant anatomy is the study of internal structure of plant. If we take the section of leaf or stem or root, we can see what are the tissues present inside the plant. Okay, so that the study of that internal structure, the branch is termed as plant anatomy. Okay, now this the detailed study of this internal structure was first made by a botanist, namely Nehemiah Grew. So he was called father of plant anatomy. Okay, who was called father of plant anatomy? Nehemiah Grew. Children, note down this name in your notebook. Okay, so what is plant anatomy? Plant anatomy is the study of internal structure of plant. Who is called father of plant anatomy? Nehemiah Grew. You all know that which is the structural and function of all plant body and animals, that is cell. Isn't it, mom? Cell is the structural and functional unit of all living organism. Group of cells together form tissues. Tissues forms the organ. Isn't it, mom? So many tissues. So in the previous standard you all studied about cell, tissues, then different types of tissues, etc. Isn't it? Okay, so you have studied the different kinds of tissues in the previous standard, and also process of photosynthesis, respiration, etc. Now, what are the tissues? Different types of tissues present in the plant body. Okay, so if we take the internal structure of plants, we will see different types of tissues inside it. Okay, what are tissues? Tissues are group of cells. What is cell? Cell is the structural and functional unit of all living organism. Plant body is made up of cells, isn't it? So group of cells together form tissues. So you must know what is tissue or define tissue. Okay, tissues are group of cells. Just to note down it. Tissues are group of cells. Tissues are group of cells which are similar or dissimilar in structure and origin. That are similar or dissimilar, similar or dissimilar in structure and origin. In structure and origin. Structure and origin, but perform similar function. Okay, but perform similar function. Similar function. Okay, so you must know what is tissue. Okay, or define tissue. Tissues are group of cells. So cell, you know what is cell. Cell is the structural and functional unit of all living organism. Group of cells together form tissues. Okay, tissues are group of cells that are similar or dissimilar in structure and origin, but perform similar functions. All plant body have two types of, all plants have two types of tissues. Okay, or this plant tissue consists of two types, namely meristematic and permanent. Okay, there are two types of plant tissues. Okay, what are the name the two types of plant tissues? Two types of plant tissues. They are meristematic tissues, and permanent tissues. Okay, what are the two types of tissues? Meristematic and permanent. Permanent tissues. This meristematic tissues, you all know the characteristic feature of meristematic tissues, isn't it? Meristematic tissues are actively dividing tissues. Thin-walled cells consist of thin-walled cells. Then these cells are present at the root apex as well as the stem apex, isn't it? Because it increases the cell division and increases the growth of a plant, isn't it? Because of these meristematic tissues, the plant shows increase in their size as well as the length, isn't it, ma'am? So there are two types. This permanent tissues, already know the simple permanent and complex permanent, isn't it, ma'am? What are the permanent tissues? Simple permanent and complex permanent tissues. The simple permanent tissues, you know already, parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. But complex permanent tissues are xylem and phloem. What are the complex permanent tissues? Xylem and phloem. This function of each and every tissue system present in plants perform their definite function. For example, the xylem and phloem, these two are the complex tissues. They perform conduction. So these two tissues are the conductive tissues. Okay, you all know that about the function of root system. Root absorbs water and mineral salts from the soil. It has to transport it to the aerial parts through the xylem element. Okay. Usually, this root system absorbs the water and mineral salts from the soil. It has to transport it to the aerial parts of the plant body through the xylem element. So, xylem is the water conductive tissue. Then, you all know that the green leaves perform the important function photosynthesis, isn't it? So, because of the green pigment present in it. This green pigment present in the leaf is called chlorophyll. Because of the chlorophyll and other factors such as sunlight, carbon dioxide, water, plants prepare their own food, isn't it? The process we used to say photosynthesis. Synthesis of food in the presence of light. That is photosynthesis. Now, these leaves prepare the food It has to translocated to each and every part of the plant body through the phloem element. So, phloem is a food conductive tissue. Okay. So, these two are the conductive tissue present in plants. What are they? Xylem and phloem. Xylem is a water conductive tissue. Phloem is a food conductive tissue. Okay. So, you all know that tissue. What are tissues? Tissues are group of cells that are similar or dissimilar in structure and origin but perform similar function. Okay, what are the two types of tissues? Meristematic and permanent tissues. These meristematic tissues are actively dividing tissues which are responsible for the growth of a plant. Okay, then permanent tissues are of two types, simple and complex. Simple permanent tissues are parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. Parenchyma cells present all in every part of the plant body, mostly. Then especially soft parts of a plant. And then collenchyma and sclerenchyma cells present in the cells give mechanical support to the plant, especially present in the hard part of a plant. Okay. Now this you all know about, or you all have the idea about plant anatomy, isn't it, ma'am? Internal structure. Next, about plant physiology. Physiology is nothing but the functional aspects of plant. Okay, the physiological function carried out by plants, one of the important function is photosynthesis. Okay, so you must know what is photosynthesis. Functional aspects of the plant. What is it? Plant physiology. Functional aspects of plant is plant physiology. The physiological function carried out by plants is photosynthesis, respiration, etc. First, photosynthesis. Children, you must note down what is photosynthesis. Okay, the process by which plants prepare their food material. Plants prepare their food material. Okay, food material is called photosynthesis. Is called photosynthesis. You must know these are the terms and definitions. Okay, these are the terms. You must know these terms and definitions. What is photosynthesis? The process by which plants prepare their food material is called photosynthesis. Because of this process, we used to say the plants are autotrophs, isn't it? Autotrophs. Why the plants are autotrophs? Plants prepare their own food, so they are called autotrophs. We people are heterotrophs. Why we are all heterotrophs? We are totally dependent on plants and animals for our food. So we people are heterotrophs, isn't it? Plants are producers. Why they are producers? They are preparing their own food, so they are called producers. Okay, so children, you must note down this term, this term and definition. Okay, what is this photosynthesis? Write down this term, photosynthesis and this definition. Okay, ma'am. Next, about transpiration. What is transpiration? What is transpiration? Now, the leaves have minute opening. They are called stomata. Okay, leaves have minute opening. When we keep it under the microscope, we can see the minute openings which are present on the lower surface of the leaf. These minute openings are called stomata. Okay, these are the organs of gaseous exchange and transpiration. We all know that Plants intake oxygen for respiration and release out carbon dioxide during respiration. And plants intake carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. At the time of photosynthesis, plant intake carbon dioxide and release out oxygen. Okay, so this gaseous exchange takes place through the stomata. So stomata are minute openings on the leaves. Okay, which gas the plants respire? Oxygen. Okay, oxygen, plants respire oxygen, but at the time of photosynthesis, plants intake carbon dioxide. For respiration, plants intake oxygen. Okay, now this transpiration during transpiration plants intake during this respiration plants intake oxygen and release out carbon dioxide. For photosynthesis plants intake carbon dioxide and release out oxygen. Both gases or exchange the exchange of gases takes place through the same organ, stomata. Okay, so stomata are minute opening on the leaves. Now, children, these are the organs of transpiration and gaseous exchange. Children, note down one more definition more, that is transpiration. Okay, transpiration. This is also another physiological process, transpiration. The loss of water in the form of water vapor. Okay, loss of water in the form of water vapor. In the form of water vapor. In the form of water vapor from the aerial parts of the plant body. From the aerial parts of the plant body. This is called transpiration. Okay, this also, children, this definition, this term, transpiration, as well as the definition, you write down in your notebook. Okay, so you are writing, these are the definitions you are writing. What is plant anatomy, what is photosynthesis, then what is transpiration. Okay, these terms and definitions you are writing and learning. Okay, now this the stomata. What are stomata? Stomata are minute openings present on the lower surface of the leaf. Okay, functions of stomata: gaseous exchange and transpiration. Okay, mom, what are the functions of stomata? Gaseous exchange and transpiration. Okay, I gave you definition, children. You must read and learn these definition. Okay, so you must know what is plant morphology, what is plant anatomy, what is plant physiology. What is plant morphology? Study of the external structure of plants. Okay, then what is plant anatomy? Study of the internal structure of plants. What is plant physiology? Study of functional aspects of plants. Okay, the important function, for example, photosynthesis, respiration, transpiration, these are the functions or physiological aspects. Okay, so these then you must know about our environment and the biotic and abiotic components found in the environment. Okay, what is biotic? Living. Abiotic, non-living. Okay, you must know the parts of a plant. What is root system? What is shoot system? What is root system? The part of a plant which grows below the soil level is root system. The part of the plant which is present, which grow above the soil level is called shoot system. What are the parts are there in the shoot system and what are the parts are there in the root system? You must know. Okay. Then the anatomy means the internal structure. What are the things which are present inside the plant? That the study of this, the internal structure of plant, is said to be plant anatomy. You know that different tissues are present inside, isn't it, ma? What are the two types of plant tissues? This meristematic and permanent. Meristematic tissues are present mostly in the stem apex as well as the root apex. Okay, especially in the stem apex as well as the root apex or shoot tip or and root tip. Okay, shoot tip and root tip. Yes. Now, there's you know about the process photosynthesis and why we call the plants, why we call these plants are autotrophs and animals are heterotrophs, isn't it? We people are also heterotrophs. Why we are heterotrophs? We can't able to prepare our own food. We are totally depend on plants and animals for our food. So we people are heterotrophs. Plants are autotrophs, isn't it? Plants are producers. Yes. Now this what are the raw material important for photosynthesis? Carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, chlorophyll, isn't it? So in the presence of the green pigment chlorophyll, plants prepare their own food. So this process is said to be photosynthesis. Yes. Okay. Thank you, children. You must know these terms and definition. You are writing these terms and definition in your notebook. Learn these terms and definitions. We shall meet again in the next class. Okay. Thank you, children.